In this video, we're going to cover automated messages. This feature of CheckCherry is really designed such that you have less busy work day to day and can focus on higher value tasks. With automated messages, you can do things like send payment reminders to clients, team notifications, pre-booking touches to let a client know you're ready to service them. And you can do it via email or text. So let's get into the feature. Okay, so I'm looking at the automated messages section of my CheckCherry account, and you can find this under Manage Automated Messages. And so the first thing to notice is there are several tabs here, and these tabs all represent different concepts in CheckCherry. For example, the Bookings tab, these are automated messages related to a confirmed booking or reservation. We also have Proposals, Leads, Inbound. This is a special tab for specifically right now for receiving inbound text messages and alerts related to that. There is System, and these are a few that are required for the CheckCherry account, for your CheckCherry account to work. So for example, if you're going to send a proposal, this is the template that you could use to send the proposal. And so let's take a look at that real quick. And the first thing you'll notice here when we view what this looks like is there's this blue text with a circle around it. These are merge tags, and short of it is they'll insert dynamic data based on the booking, proposal, lead, etc. And so I can edit these at any time and come down here and change the merge tags. Here it's got the double brackets is the syntax, and here is a list of them on the right. If you ever have questions about them, feel free to chat with us, and we can help point you in the right direction if you're looking to accomplish something specific with an automated message. But let's go back and take a look at one that I would say that people tend to adjust, and that's the booking confirmation. And so if I click Edit, this is the customer booking confirmation, and this description is for you. It can basically be anything you want, just to give you an idea of what the automated messages intent is. What to do, it's send an email when an event is originally booked. And the condition, so this is I always want to run it when that happens. There are times when, for example, if you were doing a payment reminder, you might want to say, hey, if the balance is not paid, send an email, basically. And so there's several options there. Recipients. So we give you several pre-populated ones, which are dynamic. So for example, all admins would be dynamic depending on the admin users of your account at the current time it's sent. You can also type in anything you want. So I could type in that, and that this could be let's say Judd at CheckCherry was outside of my organization. They don't have a user account with CheckCherry, but maybe I need them. Maybe it's a designer I need to, alert of something, or an accountant or something of that nature. That can come in handy. So the sender, you'll see several options here. Again, a lot of these things change based on the context of the automated message. But there is the business contact, so that's your business name, an email, the employee who's assigned to the event, CheckCherry, so you can have it come from CheckCherry, and the subject of the email, so booking confirmation, event title, and so on. And hi, client first name, all this good stuff. And you can see all these merge tags, which are the double brackets. And so there's a really great feature. If I, one second here, if I go over to the details of it, there's a send test feature with many of these. And this is great because when you send a test, you can put in any email address you want. You select one of your events that you already have. Maybe it's a test booking of that or something of that nature. So if you change your template, you can then come in here, send yourself a test, and actually see what it looks like in email form. It'll actually send an email to you. It's great. See exactly how the client's going to experience it. Okay, so let's build a new automated message. There's a button right here, new automated message, and you'll see the same tabs here. So this is, what do you want to build an automated message for? Is it for a booking, a proposal, a lead, and so on? You'll also see several boxes, and these are the triggers. So is it based on when the booking was created, the scheduled date of the booking, the payment due date, if a staff was assigned to a booking, and so on. And so you can click choose on any one of these, and it'll start fresh and from scratch. You can also click get ideas. And this is cool because it'll help kickstart you into building that next automated message. And it gives you some helpful pre-built templates. So for example, here we have send the customer a reminder 3 days before their due date, reminding them that the final payment is due. So we're going to use and customize that. So we click that, and here we are. I can change any of this stuff. This has not been saved just yet. You'll see the condition is automatically set to balance is not paid. We want to send an email. By the way, here's where you can send a text message, but we're going to send an email 3 days before, and we can change these. So let's say it's, hey, I want to do 1 day before, letting them know that I still haven't received payment. It's going to go to the event user, which is the client account assigned to the booking, and it'll come from my business name. And then here's the subject, and we can customize this content. So generally speaking, I'm a fan of automated messaging being really more just something to complement your client communication and help you deliver a consistent client experience and offload some of that busy work. So it's good if most of your automated messages feel as though a person's really sending them. That being said, there are a few that I would argue it's fine to have it feel like a system message. And one of those would be a payment reminder. It's like, hey, I'm not personally sending you a note. The system's just nagging you to make a final payment based on the terms and conditions we already agreed to. So while I'm here, I just want to cover packages. So basically, you can scope out and limit which automated messages will be sent based on which package was selected for the booking. So a common example would be, let's say you had a corporate package and maybe you want to send an automated message, 9 months after the booking to see if they want to book again this year, which would be 3 months before, the 1-year anniversary, so to speak. That can be a nice touch. You might also want to put that in your review messages queue as a reminder. And so this will basically, if I select yes, what'll happen is the CheckCherry system will automatically build that message and it won't actually send it just yet. It'll show up in your review messages queue for you to review it, edit it if you want, and then also just click a button to send. So that can be a nice option as well. I'm going to select that back to no. I do want these to be automatically sent out, and we'll go ahead and save this, and we're done. It's as easy as that. Okay, let's talk about automated SMS with CheckCherry. SMS, or short message service, is effectively text messages people receive on their phones. With automated SMS, you can send important client notifications, helpful staff reminders. All messages will be logged under the booking, and you can send one-off messages, so they don't necessarily have to be automated. It's worth mentioning, you're going to need to connect a Twilio account. You'll choose a dedicated number under your Twilio account. Twilio's usage fees will apply, and you'll choose how we route notifications of text message responses back to you. Okay, the first thing we're going to need to do is connect our Twilio account. Now, I've already signed up for a Twilio account. I am already logged in. You're going to want to do that either during this process or beforehand, but if you go to Manage, Business Settings, there is an Integration tab. Click that, go to the bottom here, and you'll see we have SMS with Twilio, text messages. Click Connect. It's going to ask us to authorize CheckCherry to access your account. You'll click Allow. And then the next step is to choose a phone number. Now you can search by area code here, for example, and pull up different numbers and just select one. Okay, we're connected. We're all set. Okay, now that we have our Twilio account connected, we can build a new automated message, just like we do it with emails. We'll go over and click New. And I think a common use case for using SMS is notifications to staff. For example, if a staff member is assigned to work a booking, we can send them a text message and let them know right away. That way, if for whatever reason they can't do it, or if something comes up, perhaps there's a miscommunication, they can let us know as soon as possible. So I'm going to use the Get Ideas action as I just clicked that button there and use and customize. And right when I get in here, you'll notice that it says send email. But now that I have Twilio connected, there's a send SMS. And I'm going to scroll down so you can just see something. So as I toggle between email and SMS, some things change. So with text message, you can't send HTML. There's no such thing as a subject. It's just the body. The merge tags will still work, which is great. And so let's just live with that and hit save. Okay. So now let's test it out. I'm going to go to my dashboard. I've got an event queued up, super big deal wedding. And here I have no staff. And so also I'm going to pull in my text messages on my computer. Okay. So let's assign staff. Okay, he's been assigned. And so this is the number it's going to come from. And there it is. So, hi, Keldon. You've been assigned, all this good stuff. And so I can also respond from here. Great, thank you. And if you go over to the messages tab of the event, what you'll find is there are, in fact, the messages here. So I can click on unthreaded, and here we go. So here's the text message as designated by this icon, and here's the history. Okay, so let's take a moment to talk about receiving responses from the text messages that you send from CheckCherry. And so we're back in automated messages, and there is the inbound option. And so your account will have one built for you already. And when an inbound SMS message is received, what do you want us to do? So CheckCherry can send you an email, or it can send you another text. Unfortunately, we can't just hop in and pretend that we're your phone number. So it's not as though you can't just start a text from CheckCherry and then kind of continue the conversation as though you were texting your family member or something of that nature. We have to receive it in the application and then in some way notify you. And then at that point, you can take it off to your phone and text them if they're responding better in that manner, or just get notification via email. Hey, you send that staff notification, and then Elin gets back to you and says, hey, I can't make it. Okay, no big deal. I'll find somebody else, and so on. So this is going to be an email, and merge tag is message received. And that's the text message content right there. And you can also see and add their phone number. That's right here. Also, if I go back to my super big deal wedding, you'll see here that under messages, this is what we had before. Great, thank you. Sure enough, I can reply from CheckCherry directly. If I wanted to keep the thread in here, you could reply on your phone. You just have to log into the CheckCherry interface. So we say, yep, and then send. Okay, that's it for automated messaging in CheckCherry. Thanks for watching.